Godaddy is the world's largest platform for small businesses and entrepreneurs. And what we do is we empower everyday entrepreneurs. We help your ideas come online. So when you think of something you want to start in life, you find a domain name. And we come into the picture to say how you're going to call your business, which is the most important and first step. And once you identified that and secured that, we help you grow that business. So that's really bringing your idea to some real life and some real tangible way for people to discover you, and then help you thrive through different products like emails and communication tools and social media tools and so on. Today, Godaddy worldwide, we have 19 million customers. India, we are over 1 million customers. We are the leading market share player, and we have doubled our business in the last 3 years. Yeah, so we started our journey about 6 years back in India, and the first thing we did was that we knew we had the products, right? Domain is a domain, but the customer behavior to understand and adopt a product was our first step. And what we did was we started with a customer care center, about 40 people, and the intent was these 40 people would talk to prospective customers all day long to really understand how the behavior, the pattern, the purchase attributes which go into a consumer's head are different. And as you very well know, India is not even one country, right? There's South, there's East, there's West, there's North, and everybody thinks differently. So through a direct communication with customers rather than doing like secondary research, we today, for example, interact with almost 3 customers every minute, right? So the channel to talk to customer was our first big anchor. And once we learned, what does a customer need? They need awareness of what the product does for them. They need affordability. How much is the cost? Can I afford it? And then really the accessibility to a good customer care. And we pride ourselves, and you asked the differentiator, right? The biggest differentiator we have is our customer experience. We are available to our customers 24/7, no matter what price point you got the product for. And a lot of time it's not about a technical thing, but some educative thing, right? That they want to try something new, they want to build something. They bought a .com and they want to buy a .in. Should I name my business and so on, right? So that customer experience, being available when they want, was a big differentiator for us. Yeah. So first, as I was sharing earlier, India is a diverse country. So we really went regional language focused. So when we are trying to communicate to our customers, hey, what does a domain do for you? What does a website do for you? Why should you have a professional email? We designed marketing campaigns in multiple languages. So today, a customer in Kerala or Karnataka would want to hear that message in their own language, and nuances of communication are very different than a customer in Punjab or Haryana. So we have run marketing campaigns in over 7 languages. So that's one. Second, we had a very integrated marketing campaign approach. So we looked at TV, we looked at radio, we looked at print, we looked at on-the-ground events, we look at social channels. So basically spreading that awareness through multiple channels than one channel. And third, I think, we've used, you kind of mentioned Dhoni, but broadly we've used both sports channels or sports platform quite effectively, like globally. And I think we believe that, everybody has a passion about certain sport. And people connect with messages more, I would say, strongly when you're in their passion, right? So for example, we've sponsored running events, and if you're a runner and you're like reading something, it connects to you more. So I think all the way from running to football to Formula One to cricket, we've really done that well. And also we use a channel called web developers, right? Today when you want to start a website, you will likely go to a web developer. So we've developed
today that's what I came to, it becomes so easy,
right?
That I was totally unaware of anything of these things. Today I can myself build a website.
Yeah. So so it's simplifying the product and experience, and how do you a lot of time what used to happen was people buy a domain and then it becomes inactive.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to say, how do we activate a domain right away? Because the next intent is a website, and how do we kind of get that going?
Posting also comes.
Yes, of course. When you do, and within different plans, right? Because not every plan is for everybody. Somebody wants a starter, somebody wants an advanced. So how do we come up with flexible products and flexible pricing? And we also use influencers a lot, right? We believe, especially in smaller towns, right? Tier 2, Tier 3 markets are a big focus now.
Yeah, because it's amazingly growing. I've been seeing some of our research reports that tier 2, tier 3 towns are growing really
Yeah, I
fast.
mean, next 200 million internet users are coming from those parts of the country, right?
So how do you target that?
So we've identified very local influencers, because for every local region there is somebody who they go to, right? I mean, they are web developers especially, because I not only need to buy a product, I need to understand what product, I need somebody to educate. So we're building a whole channel around web developers, right? We have a program called Godaddy Pro program, where we offer these programs to web developers to service their clients, which is the end customer. So they become basically our trainers, and they become our so-called resellers, and we incentivize them, and also make it interesting for them to be a win-win, and that helps us go reach deep into the country. Second is mobile. We're using mobile a lot. As 90% of internet users today is from mobile. So how do we get our message out there? So last year we did this experiment with an app called Hello English, which is basically teaches people to speak English, but in tier 2 towns. And everybody wants to be an entrepreneur there, but doesn't know English. So the first thing they do is learn English. And we have built educational content around, hey, while you're learning English, do you know how to start a business, and what does online presence mean? So here's what domain is, here's website. And so we're not trying to change the behavior, but be in the behavior which is already existing, which is like, okay, people are using apps to learn English, people are using mobile phones to be educated. We do trainings, kind of workshops all over the country, and very soon we're in the process of launching an academy, which will be educating people on what does digitization mean, what does online presence mean, right? Because today there's this confusion of if you ask somebody, they may say it's Facebook, and you ask somebody, it may say website, and somebody may say Instagram. And we always say website is your own property. Everything else is a tool.
Absolutely.
Where you don't own the content. Your website is where you own the content.